The name's Goad. Natalie Goad. Don't worry, that's all you're gonna get of my British accent. Today we're watching Skyfall. Cue the intro music. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome if you're new. It has been a while since we watched Casino Royale here on my channel, and today we are getting back into the James Bond spirit with the movie Skyfall. I have had the song Skyfall by Adele stuck in my head for weeks, literally weeks, since I knew that I was gonna put this movie in a poll. It's been stuck in my head, and then it didn't win that poll on Patreon, and then I put it in another poll the following week because I was just in the mood for action movies. So for the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've just had this song on repeat in my head 24/7. So I'm happy to be getting on into this movie so that it can finally leave my brain. I had a lot of fun with Casino Royale. That was the first Bond movie I had ever seen, and so this is gonna be the second one. I've heard that it was well received, but I really don't know anything about this movie like Casino Royale. I'm going into this one blind. I haven't seen any of the older Bond movies, so I'm not too familiar with the lore or the characters or anything like that. So this is just gonna be a fun ride. I'm excited to see another side of Bond and just have fun with y'all today. The last movie definitely hit me harder emotionally than I was expecting. That twist at the end was very good. So I'm interested to see who the villain is in this movie, what the twists are, if there are any, and the iconic action sequences and suave moments from Daniel Craig. But that's all I have for this intro. So without any further ado, I think it's time to grab a drink, shaken, not stirred, grab a snack, and let's get into the movie. Okay, now I'm done with a British accent. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my God, woo! Okay, I'm awake. Oh, the police were just sitting there waiting to get involved. Oh boy, get out of the street! See, we're involving a lot of stuntmen early in the movie. He's taking a motorcycle! Okay, get on a bike, James, come on, adapt. He's getting on one of the, oh, a cool bike, I see, a vintage bike. She just knocked the windshield out of the car like the Hulk. Just going up the stairs. What the heck? Oh, that looks fun, I'm not gonna lie. Not like I would wanna do it, but it looks fun. Like a ride, you know? Uh-oh, those barrels have to mean something. Is like a fire gonna happen? Oh, now we're on a train! We gotta get that little mini machine. Oh, he's just throwing the gun away. I know, I was gonna say, it's like useless against his gun. We gotta get rid of his little mini machine gun over here. What's he gonna do in the, oh boy, in the crane? Does he know how to operate this? Oh God, this is not OSHA certified. How do you just know how to operate this? He definitely got, oh yeah, he got shot. Oh my God, he's sending it. He is straight up sending, I don't know how this man's alive. Just taking multiple bullets to the chest. Oh God, there's more people on this train. How are you gonna top any of this in the rest of the movie?
Looks like there isn't much more road. I don't think I can go any further.
Don't worry, he'll figure it out just in time. Just in the nick of time. Oh, maybe not. Oh boy. They're gonna be a little entangled to get the shot right now.
It's not clean.
Repeat, I do not have a clean shot.
Is she gonna tell her to go for it anyway?
Take the shot. I can't, I may hit Bond. Take the bloody shot.
She hit Bond. And he still got away, are you kidding me? She hit Bond. Wow. I mean, he's gotta survive, but oh, ah! Look at that dummy going over the waterfall there.
Mom, alert from the Q branch. Someone's trying to decrypt the stolen hard drive.
Ooh.
We're tracing the encryption signal.
Oh, nearby. Could they not just use it? I guess you can't use like a VPN in this scenario. This would be the perfect time for an add-on, a VPN. Before we get into the rest of the movie, let's have a word from today's sponsor, Bombas. Bombas is a comfort-focused premium basics brand with a mission to help those in need. They launched in 2013 when the founders learned that socks are the #1 most requested clothing item at homeless shelters. So when you purchase an item with Bombas, they will also donate that item, meaning one purchased equals one donated. I've been wearing Bombas for years now, and just to prove to you how much I love them, this is just a fraction of the socks that I own. That hurt. Bombas makes the perfect socks for every occasion. I am so obsessed with their running ankle socks that I wear them all the time, not just for runs. I love their classic white styles for more casual looks and their more colorful and bright styles for when I want to switch things up. And sometimes I even mix and match different colors when I'm feeling super crazy. Each Bombas item is thoughtfully designed with comfort in mind. That means socks without annoying toe seams, tees without itchy tags, underwear with minimized seams for all-day comfort, and slippers that make it hard to leave the house. They even have a 100% happiness guarantee, so returns and exchanges are free, even if your dog eats a sock. Keep your paws off my Bombas. That's a guilty face right there. Over 100 million essential clothing items have been donated already across a network of 3,500 giving partners in all 50 states. So you can feel good and do good with Bombas by knowing your purchase is helping people in need. New customers get 20% off of their first purchase with Bombas by going to bombas.com/NatalieGold and using code NatalieGold at checkout. Again, just click the link in my description and use code NatalieGold for 20% off of your first order. Thank you so much to Bombas for sponsoring this video, and thank y'all, as always, for listening to the sponsor. Now let's get back into the movie.
I'm from MI6.
What?
It appears
It's her office?
to be your computer, Mom.
They made it look like it was her?
Don't you recognize the car?
Her reaction was so subdued. I guess she's used to things like this happening, but that was pretty intense. Is this like him dreaming? Or we're just saying he's been pulled out of the water and hasn't called anybody? The heck? I feel like that's so anticlimactic. He's just healed and we didn't see him come out of the water. How long has he been down here? Just drinking the days away?
Early reports from the scene indicate at least 6 dead, many more injured, with victims being evacuated to local hospitals within minutes of the explosion.
Now he's like, oh, I should give him a call. So he really was just pretending he didn't exist. Like he died. He was like, I'm going to be off the grid. He's come back to haunt her like a ghost.
Well, we've sold your flat. Put your things into storage. Standard procedure.
Yeah, it's not like they were going to keep paying your rent.
I'll find a hotel.
Well, you're bloody well not sleeping here.
Wow, what a warm welcome. It's the only family he's got.
We can always do this later.
You know what? Let's.
It's a little out of shape. He has been drinking a lot. Oh, is this like a psychiatric test now? Oh boy, who's watching?
I'd like to start with some simple word associations. Just tell me the first word that pops into your head. For example, I might say day, and you might say
Wasted.
country.
England.
Skyfall.
What does that mean? It's the title.
Done.
Done. What? What? Was Skyfall the name of a mission? Or was it like Skyfall because he fell from the sky? Like, what, with the train? Like, was that the name of the mission? It must be like the mission that he basically died on. Ooh, the way he moves is like so smooth through the door. I don't think I've ever looked like that in a revolving door. That's his tactic! Just grab on. Oh my God, he's crazy. I worry that this guy already knows he's being followed. Ooh, this room is giving me, okay, 2 thoughts. One is reminding me of the room at the end of, near the end of John Wick 4, when the mirror room. And 2, it's also just reminding me of the opening credit sequence when he was battling himself in the walls of glass and mirrors. Oh, he was carving a hole in the bulletproof glass to shoot the, I see what he was doing. So those are really important people over there, and he's been tasked to kill some of them. Oh God, James, can you act? James? just let him shoot the man. He didn't even stop him. Did we just break the wall of the building? Oh yeah, that's the door to the outside now. Oh, okay, so we could just fall off the building right now. That's fun. Skyfall has multiple meanings.
Tell me, who are you working for?
Should have taken the gloves off, James. Oh my God. She doesn't even look shocked at what has just happened in her place. She's just standing there like, looking like a model, like, who is that man?
You made such a bold entrance into a little drama.
Did I overcomplicate the plot?
Who doesn't appreciate the occasional twist, Mr.
Bond.
James Bond. We knew he had to have that moment. Interesting that he's just revealing his name like that, but I guess she'd figure it out anyway.
She's pretty,
Ah,
if you like that sort of thing.
if you like that sort of thing.
I'll keep you posted.
Oh, ah, you dirty dog. Just took the earpiece out. Scoundrel. Like, I don't want her listening in. Gotta play the field a bit.
But ever since we sat down, you haven't stopped looking at your bodyguards.
I wonder if they're not really protecting her, if they're just like
They're controlling
her. Yeah.
I can help you.
How?
Bring me to him.
Oh.
Perhaps you can.
It's weird. I do think she's scared, but I also feel like she's gonna double cross him or something. Like,
When I leave, they're going to...
something is not as it seems here.
If you survive,
Oh.
I'm on the Chimera. We cast off in an hour.
So you have to kill the men that are gonna kill you and then make it to the boat in time. Something tells me he'll make it just in time with not a moment to spare. You know, you should have kept your earpiece in so that your partner would know that these three men were about to attack you. He's cheersing to them. That's great. This is a good shot. That's a funny shot. Uh-oh. Wow, we're really just... Okay, so the Komodo dragon wasn't just for vibes. It's also for steaks. Isn't like a Komodo dragon bite like the dirtiest bite in the world? Like you die from a bite from them, not because it's like poisonous, but because it's just fucking their mouths are filthy. I feel like I've heard this before, but I don't really know if that's true. He's about to get bit.
Good luck with that.
Oh yeah, his gun. It's his gun. That's, you know what? Great gun. Good job, Q. There's more than one! Did he get his gun back? Oh, come on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe you should have kept your earpiece in, bro. You know, that was much more efficient than I thought it would be. I thought it would take longer for him to kill those guys.
It's time to cast off.
Right.
She was hoping he would make it, but now I think she's still like, oh, did they kill him? She had 2 glasses ready. Don't worry, he'll make it just in time. If he's not already on the boat. Oh, he's already on the boat and he's gonna sneak up while she's showering or some. What a creep! It's not creepy because he's sexy, right? And it's James Bond, but this would be so creepy if he wasn't an attractive man with a British accent. He's transmitting. Love how nobody on the boat is questioning that this other man is here. They're just like, okay, she brought a friend. Ooh, this city is, this looks, oh my God. Looks like totally abandoned. Like some abandoned, destroyed island. And he chooses to stay here. Interesting. Ooh, this is gonna be a cool entrance.
Hello, James. Welcome.
Hello, Javier.
My grandmother had an island. Nothing to boast of. We could walk around it in an hour. But still, it was a paradise for us. One summer, we went for a visit and discovered the place had been infested with rats.
This is such a cool way to introduce an antagonist. Just like a wide shot, not even doing a close-up yet, and a long monologue.
They start eating each other.
Okay.
Until there are only 2 left. The 2 survivors. And then what? Do you kill them? No. You take them and release them into the trees.
Huh?
But now they don't eat coconut anymore. Now they only eat rat. You have changed their nature.
This is like a monologue explaining the kind of man he is, huh?
This is what she made us.
I made my own choices.
Ooh. He's like, I eat agents for breakfast now. I don't like him as a blonde, I will say, but it does make him look creepier.
How you're trying to remember your training now? What's the regulation to cover this? Well, first time for everything.
Ew!
I think this is my first time.
Oh my god.
When a thing is redundant, it is eliminated.
Her? Wow.
Darling, your love is here. And whatever you do, don't lose your head. Don't lose your head.
Oh, what? Is he gonna do target practice on her or make him do target practice? Oh my
Time
god.
to redeem your marksmanship score.
Wow. This poor girl's being abused.
And just to be a sporting, I'll let you go first.
Oh my god. Shoot high! Aim high! Oh.
My turn. I win. What do you say to that?
It's a waste of good scotch.
Ah! A waste of good scotch!
What are you going to do now? Take me back to her? All on your own.
Just as I'm on my own.
Oh, the radio signal. Yeah, he did emit a radio signal. I can't believe they didn't search his pocket for that. Is she actually dead?
Latest thing from Q Branch. Called a radio.
What the heck? I can't. How did we catch him so fast? This is crazy. There's got to be more to come because this is too early. And did she just die? I really did not think she was gonna go out like that. Maybe she wasn't that important. I don't know. Ooh, that was the best. Like that was a great subtle reaction from her. That was so subtle. It was like it didn't even look like it was in her face. It was just her body.
Smaller than I remember.
Whereas I barely remember you at all.
Oh no, she remembers him.
Regret is unprofessional. They kept me for 5 months in a room with no air. They tortured me. And I protected your secrets. I protected you.
Oh.
But they made me suffer. And suffer.
And no apology, no remorse. That is pretty messed up, Em.
So I had only one thing left. My cyanide capsule at my back left molar. So I broke the tooth and bit into the capsule.
And it didn't kill him?
Burned all my insides. But I didn't die.
Wow, that's wild.
Do you know what it does to you? Hydrogen cyanide?
Turns you blonde? Whoa.
Look upon your work.
Oh, whoa.
Mother.
That is horrific. His whole face. How did they make his face look like that? That is insane. Oh my god! Dude, Javier Bardem is f***ing incredible. I love his choices already.
He was a brilliant agent.
Oh.
But he started operating beyond his brief, hacking the Chinese. The handover was coming up and they were onto him, so I gave him up.
She gave him up. And he was loyal. He was so loyal. She did give him up, literally. That would make me start to question if I was James Bond. Like, I don't know if I want to work for you after everything. He's just doing like yoga and meditation.
Going somewhere?
Oh. Oh God. He's about to be broken out, huh?
What's going on? Why are the doors open?
The doors are all opening.
Can someone tell me how the hell he got into our system?
Not such a clever boy. Was it you? You did it.
He hacked us.
Damn. And so he got out, but he couldn't have had a weapon on him. So the other guys had weapons and they still got incapacitated? I guess he was a good agent. He was one of the best, so. Oh, they're working with him. They gave him an outfit change.
Do I get on the train?
Is he gonna have to get on a moving train that's with doors that are closed?
Get on the train.
Oh my God.
Open the door.
Health and safety.
Health and safety! That was great.
Here's your prize. The latest thing from my local toy store.
Oh my God.
It's called radio.
Jesus Christ.
I do hope that wasn't for me.
But that is.
Oh my God! The tube is never this on time! That's the least realistic part! How did he know it was gonna work out just in time?
Today I've repeatedly heard how irrelevant my department has become.
Is she gonna die? She might get shot.
So before you declare us irrelevant, ask yourselves, how safe do you feel?
Oh, you about to feel very unsafe in a minute.
To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield.
Yeah, she didn't yield, all right. She didn't leave. Mallory! Wow, I really thought she was gonna die there. She had the best last words ever. He might die. Mallory might die. Oh, he was covering him. Good cover. Mallory is winking. Hey, they're winking at each other. Oh, some cover. Good. Nice. Get her out of there. Hell yeah. Oh, he's mad now. I love that little wink he had with Mallory. Mallory is a badass.
Too many people are dying because of me.
If he wants you, he's going to have to come and get you.
Oh, we're using her as bait?
And I'm to be the bait?
Yep.
Trouble with company cars is they have trackers.
Dude, I always forget about the music, that come out of nowhere. Hell yeah. The Great Britain bumper sticker.
It's not very comfortable, is it?
Are you going to complain the whole way?
Is that an ejector seat?
See if I can.
That's a joke. That's funny as f. So these are some fun references for like people who loved the old school James Bond movies, huh? Skyfall. Is that his family estate? The deer from the intro credit. Whoa. So is the name of his like property Skyfall?
No wonder you never came back.
I mean, the house is in disrepair, but it's a lovely area. It's gorgeous. My God, it's almost reminding me of the house in The Haunting of Hill House. I mean, I would live here. It's a little far out, a little far from the grocery store, but it's pretty nice. No way, he's already here? Wait, this is somebody else.
James Bond.
Good God.
Like the housekeeper?
Do we still have a gun room?
Ah. They sold the lot to a collector from Idaho or some such place.
God damn it! You should have either stayed retired or stayed dead. Or told them to keep the guns! God damn it.
Now, remember what I taught you, don't let it pull to the left.
I'll do my best.
What did you say you did for a living?
He doesn't know what he's up to? That's f***ing funny. I like Kincaid. I don't want him to get hurt.
Priest's hole.
Yeah, from Reformation times.
Whoa.
The tunnel leads onto the moor. If you get in danger, this is the place to come.
Oh.
The night I told him his parents had died, he hid in here for 2 days.
Oh. I wonder how his parents
When he
died.
did come out, he wasn't a boy anymore.
Oh.
Let's get on.
Whoa, that's dark as Kincaid. She's like, oh, well, time to move on. You want a cup of tea? Jesus Christ, that's some dark Oh, we're making booby traps or weapons or something. Oh, yeah, booby traps. You know, I feel bad for whoever bought the property. The place has been sold and it's just gonna get destroyed. They're gonna move in and there's gonna be booby traps that are untriggered.
You ready?
I was ready before you were born, son.
Well, all right. Damn, Kincaid. He's hardcore. Oh, that's a lot of men. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of men. We're just gonna walk down the driveway. Too bad we don't have a sniper rifle. We couldn't have taken out a few of them when they were kind of far away. Gotta work with what we got. It makes it more interesting that, like, you only have a few weapons. You don't have your choice of this entire armory. Raises the stakes a little bit. He's hiding in the car. We put the gun in the car! Oh, he's got machine guns in the car!
Welcome to Scotland.
Hell yeah! Ooh, the chandeliers. Oh, wow. That is very creative, Em. Oh, God, ma'am. Was she shot? No way.
You heard?
Only my pride.
I don't know if I believe her.
He's not here.
I feel like she was shot. Oh, he's here. Is he playing music? He's rolling up like a rock star.
Get behind the arch!
Oh my God. Move faster, Kincaid! Jesus, he looks like he's walking in slow motion! God, I wouldn't even be surprised if Bond died in this. Because, like, part of this movie has been about him being a little old and not being as fit for service and his time maybe being up. And then now he's returned home for this epic battle. And, like, M is on her way out, too, like, being forced into retirement. It does feel like he could die in this, but I don't know. Ooh. Pretty soon you're gonna run out of places to go here, James. He's gonna do something with those barrels. Oh, she is bleeding. I knew it. I knew she was lying. Because she dropped the gun. They're right there.
Come on.
You gotta go quick, guys. You're right f***ing there! Oh, go, 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 go.
I always hated this place.
Saying goodbye to his house. Oh, yeah. Dude, keep running. Just keep running. Don't stop to turn around. Just keep running. Okay, well, whoa. All right, well, the helicopter guys are dead, but Tiago's still fine. Oh my God. And there he is staring at it like an idiot. You could have been running. Run. Oh my God, dude. Well, at least he's a little f***ed up too. Whoa, that is crazy artwork. That is terrifying. Oh, it's him. Wow.
You need to relax.
Uh-oh. How did he sneak up on him like that? They're right there in the hat. It's so obvious that they're there. Oh, God.
Well, Mother's calling.
Stop calling her mother. He just said, send it. I'll strangle you in the freezing cold water, and then I've survived the water before, I'll survive again. What a killer move, man. Oh no, I can't even tell if the right guy's getting strangled or not. I don't think so. Oh my God. Oh no, the right guy's getting strangled now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, where's the hole? That's the worst part. Oh, what? You went back to get his gun? Are you kidding me? You're grabbing his gun? Can you imagine if he had the same kind of bullshit gun where you need the hand sensor? Oh, that was like a flare, not even a gun, just to light the way. Okay, woo!
Of course. It had to be here.
Wow. Thank you. Ew, shut up.
You're hurt.
Yeah, why does it matter if she's hurt? You're already gonna kill her anyway.
Free both of us.
What?
Free both of us.
Huh?
With the same bullet.
He's gonna make her do it? With the same bullet!
Only you can do it.
A knife! He used the knife. He got, wait, what? Was it him? Did he throw the knife? He's so far away, he threw it! He looks so pissed. He's like, you ruined my plan. Mm.
Last rat standing.
Yeah. Wow. So crazy that he wanted to go out with her. He wanted to destroy her and make her kill them both. Yeah, she's doing not so hot. I think she'll survive, but it's not good. Oh God, maybe she won't survive.
I suppose it's too late to make a run for it.
Well, I'm game if you're.
Oh.
I did get one thing right.
Oh. Whoa, that was her last words. I got one thing right, implying that making him an agent was right. She was right with him, training him, choosing him. Damn. It did kind of make sense, I think, for her to go out. You know, it felt like her time. I'm just glad she went out in a way that was more on, at least slightly more on her own terms, you know, than if Tiago had been successful.
Are you ready to get back to work?
With pleasure, M.
Oh, the new M.
With pleasure.
Damn, he ain't never gonna retire. This was a lot of fun. I definitely get why this movie was very positively received. It's stunning. The action sequences are awesome. The sets are so cool. The cinematography and the art design for this film are great. I mean, just from top to bottom, it's a really well-made movie, and the actors do an incredible job as well. Definitely a very captivating Bond film. So how would I rate this movie? And when I rate movies, I look at 4 categories. 1, the sound design. 2, production value. 3, acting. And 4, story. The sound design was definitely really top-notch for this movie. I don't really have a bad thing to say about it, aside from the fact that Skyfall, the song by Adele, is too catchy and gets stuck in my head too easily. But I think it's a great song, and I love the way that it was utilized in the intro credits, and the artwork for that entire opening credits sequence was just so stunning and so beautiful. On top of all of that, the sound effects and the sound design for the different action sequences, the bomb sequences, the music, and the scoring underneath all of those action sequences was very suspenseful, very intense, and everything just blended really well audio-wise. It was just a really crisp, great sounding movie, so I would have to give the sound design a 10 out of 10. The production value I was also very impressed with. There were some really great cinematic shots in this movie. I think the cinematography was definitely top notch. Everything had a very silky, sexy spy feel to it, but at the same time, there was a lot of darkness, a lot of shadow, and a lot of really disturbing things that we saw in this movie, and the way that those shots were paired together, or the way that the shots were choreographed, just really played to the story very well. I loved the sets as well. We saw so many cool sets in this movie, from that bar sequence when he's hiding away on that island, and just those 2 different shots when the bar is full of all these people and he's partying and drinking and playing this game with this scorpion, to when the bar looks gloomy and dark because he has no purpose left and he's just sitting and drinking his days away, to Javier Bardem and that island that he was posted up on, that deserted island with people's possessions left in the streets and all of these decrepit buildings that are falling apart, to Bond's estate that had this really expansive and almost spooky look to it. All of the sets were so wildly different but iconic in their own right, and that really added to the production value of this entire movie. Even hair and makeup, like something that you don't typically always notice in a film, really shined when it came to Javier Bardem and pulling the prosthetic out of his face. I'm sure that a lot of that was achieved through CGI and editing, but at the same time, I wonder what they did for his face. I would have to assume that some of that had to be prosthetics and makeup, right? I just tried to look up how they did it, and honestly, I can't even find an explanation anywhere online, so y'all can let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure that a lot of that, if not the majority of it, had to be CGI, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they found a way to do some of it practically and then merge it together, because it looked so good to me, at least. I also am kind of notoriously bad at noticing CGI and effects heavy stuff. Like, that's not really my expertise, and I'm kind of really not good at picking that out and noticing it when it's good versus bad. So to me, that looked incredible, and I don't know exactly how they achieved it, but that moment was so shocking and really impactful. I think a lot of the action sequences were just really filled with lots of fun explosives or choreography, and just really suspenseful and cool to watch. And so for that reason, I would give the production value a 10 out of 10. But y'all can let me know if you agree with that in the comments down below. I know some people might notice things like CGI a bit more and maybe have issues with some stuff like that. But for me, I really liked the cinematography. I really liked the sets. And that's kind of most of what I focus on, that and maybe like the choreography and the action. And I think all of that was really good. So 10 out of 10. Next is the acting. Oh my goodness. I really enjoyed Javier Bardem in this movie a lot. He did a great job of treading this line where he would sometimes go from being cool and calm and collected and on top of everything to dipping into insanity or madness a little bit, but it never felt overindulgent. Like, I have seen actors who portray some villains try to do that, and it's kind of hard to capture that oscillating energy in a nuanced way, and he really achieved that. I really believed who he was, hook, line, and sinker. I think pairing him next to a guy like Bond was also very interesting. This is really like a credit towards the writing, but that monologue that he delivers when he first meets James face to face about the two rats and how they'll destroy one another until only one rat is left surviving. And he's really trying to bring James into his fold because in a way he pities James because he used to be like James, but he was let down by M in a horrific way. And so he has seen the truth of what M has done to him. And so he feels like this is the only way to exist. Like, we have to destroy her and serve ourselves. Like, there's no point in serving the British government and acting as a puppet for them. So in a way you can tell that he like pities Bond in that moment, and he's really trying to bring him in. And Javier Bardem did a great job in that scene of just really showing who that character was in a very calm, cool, collected manner. Not over the top, not overly dramatic, just laying out the facts for him. And it was only when he first saw M that we saw a little bit of that emotion start to unravel a bit, when he took the prosthetic out of his face and showed what the cyanide pill had done to him. That was like the first time where you could kind of see that madness and that drive for revenge. And he put the prosthetic back in, and it was like the mask went back on of cool, calm, collected, like he's in control of the situation. So I really enjoyed watching him throughout this entire movie. And his death scene was really incredibly satisfying to watch as well. So I think without him, this would have been a very different movie. I really do enjoy him a lot as an actor, and I think he did an incredible job. But likewise, I think a lot of the cast was really solid in this movie. Ben Whishaw was great, adorable, fun to watch. Judi Dench was also incredible. She had one moment in particular that just really stood out to me as brilliant. And I'm filming this outro a few days after I've watched the movie because I just wanted to take some time to process it. So I can't remember the exact moment, but I know it was when she had just seen Javier Bardem's character again. And you could tell he was trying to stir an emotion in her, and you could see it under the surface, but it was so subtle. She just had a lot of moments like that in this movie where something would hit her and you wouldn't even see it on her face. It wouldn't be visible on her face, but something in her physically would change, but it would be so microscopic. I love when I see actors demonstrate that level of facial control while still having that emotional response, because it can be hard to really do that. You have to be such an active listener and so engaged with your scene partner, so engaged with what's happening. And sometimes that's easier to achieve in theater because you are letting the entire scene play out in one go. You're listening to your partner. You can kind of ignore the audience sometimes and just be in the moment. But in film, you're constantly cutting, you're constantly changing elements. So you're not always letting the scene play out the whole way through. And so it can be hard to like stop and then, take a break, get back into the scene and be an active listener, an active participant again, and really actually take in everything that is happening in the way that the character would. And she did a great job of that. There were so many little nuanced moments from her that were so believable, so raw and real, but she always had that mask and that shield up because that is something M would always have because she's a professional. I really think the whole cast was very strong, but those two actors in particular, Judi Dench and Javier Bardem, just really blew me away in this movie. And for them alone, I think I would have to give the acting a 10 out of 10 as well. And last but not least, the story. I really enjoyed this one a lot. It was very captivating, very suspenseful. I really enjoyed the character arc for both Bond as well as the antagonist in this story. I think it made a lot of sense where we left off with M and then having Mallory take over as the new M, the changing of the guard, if you will. I'm sure that if I had seen more Bond films in the past or was more familiar with James Bond stories, then the reveal of Naomi Harris's character being Money Penny I think that probably would have hit harder because I'm sure she's an important character. It felt like a bomb drop. So moments like that, I'm sure would have been really cool had I known. But overall, I really did enjoy a lot of the character arcs that I saw in this story. I think having a character like M pass away, it wasn't really surprising. It made a lot of sense, and it definitely felt like that was the trajectory the film was heading in. I really did think that she was going to die in that courtroom, I'm not going to lie. So that actually caught me off guard when she didn't die there, and that was definitely a nice added layer of suspense and tension. But I wasn't surprised at all when she did die on Bond's estate. I felt like that was kind of the natural direction we were heading in. So I think from that perspective, like comparing this movie to Casino Royale, I think this movie cinematically is way more stunning than Casino Royale. Casino Royale was very cool, but I think this movie was more beautiful and more varied in the like set textures and color schemes that we saw. I also think the acting in both films is really great, but I probably enjoyed the acting more in this movie. But in terms of plot twists and intense reveals, surprises, I think Casino Royale blew me away a lot more with the plot twists. This movie, it felt like it was kind of making sense the entire time, the direction that it was heading in. And although sometimes I would get caught off guard by how smart Tiago was as a villain, for the most part, the chess pieces fell into place in a way that very much made sense to me. Whereas Casino Royale, we had some real bomb drop moments that just totally caught me off guard that I did not see coming, especially with Vesper. And so comparatively, I think emotionally, I'm more drawn to Casino Royale as a movie, but from like a filmmaking and also just like a character study perspective, I really enjoyed this one a lot more. So I'm torn. I think in the writing, I really enjoyed the story a lot, but it didn't necessarily have any bomb drop or plot twist moments that really surprised me the way that Casino Royale did. Likewise, I also think showing Bond alive on the bed after he had fallen in the river, just, it felt so sudden. I almost wish we'd seen a moment of him getting pulled out of the river and getting nursed back to health a little bit more. It just felt like we cut to that and we're, I know that that's kind of what the intro sequence, the credit sequence was supposed to serve as, because you do see a woman's hand reaching for him and pulling him out of the water in that sequence. So I'm sure that that was what you were supposed to gather from the credits so that we could just move on and get more into the story. But I don't know, I always enjoy a moment in a story like this where you do get to see, oh, the character is actually okay and he has to undergo this recovery process. It didn't need to be something that was super drawn out or long. I mean, we could have even done that and then not shown the bar sequence as much. I don't necessarily know how you would achieve that. I'm just saying, for me, watching this movie, I was a little disappointed that we just jumped to him being pretty much okay and chilling on this island. It didn't feel as satisfying to me. But those are really my only like very small nitpicky complaints. All in all, I really did enjoy the progression of this story and the character arcs for both the protagonist and the antagonist, and also for M's journey as a character. I also really loved the introduction of the new characters like Moneypenny and Mallory. So with all that being said, I think I would give the story an 8.5 out of 10. So that leaves me with a 38.5 out of 40, which is still a golden rating. I really enjoyed this movie a lot, and I hope y'all enjoyed watching it with me. Definitely eager to hear your comments down below on this one, because I know that in terms of the Bond world, I am not super well versed in it, and I don't know a lot. So I'm excited to hear y'all correct me or give me fun facts or information that maybe I didn't have when I sat down and watched this movie. If you liked watching this with me, please give this video a thumbs up so that I know and I can check out more things like this, more Bond movies in the future with all of y'all. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because I'm really interested to hear what y'all have to say. Subscribe if you want to, and until the next one, stay golden. Bye.